Right guys, I'm going to show you how to repair a Tesla Model 3 wheel that's suffered a bit of curb rash, which happens a lot on these. Here we go. I have repaired one perfectly before, so we're going to have a go again, and you'll see this one isn't too bad. There's just a little bit there this time. So what you need for this is you need a Dremel, which I've got somewhere. Here we go. So I bought one of these off Amazon. They're not very much. Just does a bit of sanding with that. You can do it manually, but it'll take you a lot longer, I've found, and I found this is a lot easier. You've got to be very careful with it though. The secret is that you don't press too hard with it. It only needs a very light touch, as I'll show you. For this pre-24 Model 3 standard wheel, and this is a perfect match. It even says Tesla actually, for Tesla on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to just mask this off. We're going to take this off. I'll show you how to take that off. You just pull it off. We're going to then just mask this here. Do a very light sand there, just get the roughness out, and then we're going to use at least one coat of the paint and then lacquer on top. Should take me about 10 minutes I think or so. So let's get cracking. Right, so the first thing we've got to do is get this cover off. Best to take it off if you're going to do it. You could try and do it without taking it off. All you do is yank these things really hard. They will come off. Like that. And before we start, just give that bit of wheel where we're going to do this a bit of a clean. Get some wipes I've got here. Like that. It's nice and clean. Just get that in there like that. Like so. That'll do. Might give it a little bit of a sand, but that'll probably just fill in with a bit of paint, that bit. It's this bit here. So this is where we've got to be fairly careful and just really lightly. Like so. Make it nice and smooth. And you hardly need to touch it. Now, the thing is, just being careful as to how deep you go with it. You can overdo it, so there's that little bit there. I might just fill that in. It's the lightest of touch. Just getting those ridges out of it where it's hit the curb. Deep one there. Go. Just getting those ridges out of it. That one didn't need much there. That was quite a bit deeper there. So we're ready now to apply some of the paint. This is a really good match when it's dried, really good. And you will not be able to see this, but it's this easy. So if you scratch your wheels on your Tesla, or you've got scratched wheels and you've been living with it. Why? Because it's so easy to sort out. Look at that. You can barely see it already and it's not even dried yet. Let's go down to there. So we'll let that first coat dry and then we'll come back and give it a second coat, and you can already see, can't you, it's pretty difficult to see. Yes, it's not 100% smooth, but when we get another coat on, we get the clear coat on, nobody will ever see it. You can't see it on the other one, you'd never know it had been done. Right, 10 minutes later, back for a second coat because that first coat has dried. So let's put some more on. A bit more down here. It's looking nice and smooth now. 2 coats on. A bit more on there. Right, we'll let that really dry now. Probably give it a good few hours and then come back and put some lacquer on top of that. Right, it's had probably an hour and a half drying, 2 hours. It's looking pretty smooth. See a slight bit of indentation on it. I could maybe have taken a little bit more off, but nobody will ever notice that. So now we're just going to put the clear coat on it. And it is worth buying this paint with the clear coat because it does make a difference. Just makes the paint shine up and the colour match a bit better. Should we get it round the edge? Just making sure I've got enough on, thick enough. Coat. Just protects the paint as well and stops it coming off. So hopefully now you can see it's looking pretty good, is that? And what we'll do is we might as well put the hubcap back on. So just a bit of brute force. As you can see here, there's just these clips on the back of it. Probably easier to put on than take off, to be fair. So just line that up and give it a bit of a whack. There we go. Making sure it's all fitted back on tightly. And there we go. We'll just let the clear coat dry off, and I'll show you it when it's dried off and you can see how it looks, but you can see already it looks pretty good. Right guys, I've left the tape on just so you can see where it was repaired. So it was repaired here. It's dry now, totally dry. As you can see, if you look amazingly closely, you can possibly just make it out, but nobody'd ever notice that. And that's how easy it is to repair some curb rash on one of these wheels. Let's take this tape off. And there we go. So we had a damaged wheel, and we've got no damaged wheel. Excellent. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Bye.